What do you think is in store for Bonnie and Enzo in this next season? Is there anything you'd like to see happen, or are you kind of just up for anything at this point? Now that he's kind of stuck, it's kind of hard to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, well, obviously what I want for Enzo is for him to be happy
Yeah.
and for them to be able to be together, because that's what he wants.
Right.
For me, I love playing the drama, so I like the fact that there's this huge obstacle that's happened, and all the scenes that will potentially take place between them may have a lot of heightened drama again about how who's getting redeemed and when, and
Yeah.
the whole thing also with, you know, Bonnie and Elena. There's that thing going on. There's
Yeah.
so much potential for great drama, and I'm looking forward to seeing where Julie and the team take it all.
Right up.
I'm happy to go whichever way, man.
Great.
As long as I'm in it.
Yeah. Right.
You mentioned you love playing the drama. For you, with Damon and Enzo kind of being on their kind of, you know, the kind of killing tour or whatever it is that fun for you as an actor to kind of get back into the more vicious side of Enzo? Because especially in this past season, we saw a totally different side to him with him and Bonnie. You know, something we hadn't seen. You know, saw it a little bit with Lily. But so is it kind of fun for you to get back into that more like Ripper type role?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I feel like as much as we saw that romantic side off screen, he was still that guy. And it's nice for me to kind of step back into it on screen and experience it again, because it reminds me that that's been going on in a way the whole time. You know, he is a vampire at the end of the day. But yeah, to go into that kind of mode is super fun, but it's also not all as it seems, which you'll find out in the first few episodes. You know, Enzo's questioning it a bit. He's kind of trying to get to the bottom of what's going on in typical Enzo fashion. He's always fighting
Yeah.
something.
Is there anything that you want Enzo to do in the last episode? Do you see the way, I mean, do you have an idea of how it's going to end the story?
Oh, God. I have no idea. I mean, it could go anyway, you know? I mean, to be honest, I don't normally think about the end game. I like getting each new script and putting the pieces together and going, you know, okay, so this is happening, and finding the new objectives for my character based on the new parameters and moving forward. Just I'm kind of live in the moment kind of guy anyway, so that's what I like about the show.
So in the back half of this past season and this new season, is it fun for you to get to work with Ian again?
Oh, hell yeah. I think you'd say the same. We always love working together, and you know, it's when we end up hanging out the most. So yeah, and we also work incredibly well together. Actually, you know, it's funny because with the amount of characters and regulars on the show, you think we're all together all the time, but like some weeks I'll work 1 or 2 days, so I won't see anybody unless we hang out outside of work during that time. So when we do work together, that's when we usually end up hanging out the most. You know, just a little side note.
I'm sure the fans want to hear it.
What are you most excited for the fans to see this final season?
Well, obviously the conclusion of 8 seasons worth of drama, however that happens, but also that we're all, well, minus Damon and Enzo, everyone's working together for a common goal, which I think it's been a while since that happened, especially with Enzo as well. All the storylines are kind of connected, you know, it's not fragmented, so everything, all the story is progressing together, I think, probably through, which would be nice. It'd be like being on a steam train. And I don't know, I'm excited for them to see where all the characters end up in their heads and who they end up with in their beds. If I can rhyme.
Is there anything that your character hasn't really done that you would like to see them do? Like something, new avenues to explore, some sort of new attitude or anything new?
Maybe dress and drag?
Yeah. Bake some cookies.
I'd love for him to dress in drag and really, really lay it on like an old English tart. I think that would be fun.
That would be very fun to watch.
I'm going to talk to Julie about that.
That's awesome.
For someone who didn't come to the show till later, you kind of hinted at it a little bit with 8 seasons of drama kind of ending. What do you think it really? What do you think the show's legacy will be? Kind of, what is it meant for you to be on it? And kind of what do you hope, like you said about the fans? What do they take? You know, what do you want them to take away from it? It's a big one, sorry.
Oh, no, it's great. It's great. It just will require a minute. Well, you know, from time and time again, I meet fans who are like, you guys have changed my life. And part of me is like somewhat bemused by that comment sometimes. Like, you know, it's a TV show. How have we done that? And I hope that we have, in a way. I hope that we've made something here that has affected young people and old alike, but it's predominantly aimed at younger people that they can take away and think about in the future of their lives. I mean, we may make a silly vampire show, but I think the artist's job is to, as Shakespeare so eloquently put it, is hold a mirror up to nature. And in a way, in these dark times, there is a lot of bloodshed, there's a lot of violence, there's a lot of weird relationships going on with people in this world, and it's our job to go, this is what's going on, in the guise of a vampire show. It's topical, in a way.
Yeah.
And it's up to you and up to the kids what they take away from that and how they're influenced and inspired by it. And I have to, you know, remind myself that it's like it's what we do is, no matter what filter we have on it, is important work. You know, the arts are the culture of the nation that they're made in. You know, and that's why I do what I do.